Jaquiski, Tartt, bye-bye.
Goodbye. I told you.
He didn't help himself.
49, look, 49ers cut him for a reason. I told you guys this.
Yeah. As we know, tomorrow is the cuts, 80 to 53, but we're already getting word, guys. Eagles, they're starting to filter out. You ready for some that we're hearing?
Yeah.
Jaquiski, Tartt, bye-bye.
Goodbye. I told you.
He didn't help himself.
Look, 49ers cut him for a reason. I told you guys this.
Yeah, he did
He
not.
should be playing Will linebacker. That's why.
Yeah,
he's too skinny.
So that's one that we're hearing. We're also hearing Cameron Tom, the offensive lineman. That's not a surprise.
No.
It's a loaded offensive line. So
he stuck it up so bad in the game.
Yeah,
he's a center and a
did.
guard.
Yeah.
He was bad yesterday.
Man, he got beat like a drum, man.
I'll give you an interesting one. The Eagles gave this guy guaranteed $320,000 as an undrafted free agent. And according to Jonathan Jones, who was reporting this, and he is an insider for CBS and other outlets, Carson Strong is gone.
Oh.
Keep in mind, these guys can be signed back to the practice squad, but that's a lot of money for a guy who you wouldn't even put on the field in a preseason game, basically. He barely even got on the field. So
Hey,
there's three that we know of right now.
How he gave out a lot of money to these undrafted rookies to get them to come here. I remember back when it was a story locally and nationally, the volume of dollars, how he was giving out to undrafted players to get them to come here, which was unheard of for giving the undrafted players in a lot of cases. So if Carson Strong is gone, he gave him what? 325?
325, guaranteed.
Ooh, that dude made it like a bandit, man. He didn't even get to play much.
No.
Well, see, that's just because he can get on the practice squad.
Are they hiding him, Barrett? Is that what your
that's
theory
what
is?
he's just going to be on the practice squad, and they're going to do that. They're going to do that, man. They're going to do that, man. It's the nature of the beast. Just so he can get him on the practice squad. They're only going to keep 2 quarterbacks. You know,
unless somebody else takes him off.
Yeah, just nobody's going to take him. No.
Hey, you don't think so?
No, I don't. I doubt that seriously. You know, it's a game, man. Can you hide them? Can you keep people from looking at them? You know, do you put guys on the field? Some guys help themselves out. Some guys, bro. If you're out there and you understand the magnitude of what's going on, you're gonna play a lot better than you saw. I saw some effort plays out there that, you know, you just can't allow yourself to do. You can't let effort be the reason why you're not there.
Right.
When you're not working hard, it should be full speed every single play. And when I saw guys not giving max effort, that's when like the offensive lineman Tom. He's playing center. I understand he's getting beat like a drum. He's playing against starters. But I saw lack of effort in how he was getting beat. You know what I'm saying? You got to move. You got to continue to moving. That he got beat, he'd stand there and look. Never let the camera catch you looking. You know what I'm saying? Because when you just looking, that means somebody looking at you just looking.
Yeah, oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
You got to finish plays, man. You know, that was one thing they never said anything about B. Brooks being lazy or lack of effort. That's something that I can control. That's an intangible that I can control.
That's right.
I can control my effort. I can control me knowing my playbook. I can't control the time I'm on the field if you keep.
That's right.
But I'm gonna make it damn hard for you to let me go.
That's right.
Barrett, I do wonder. I mean, the Carson Strong thing is weird to me. Like,
how much time did he get?
He didn't get much time.
No, I know, but I mean, is that literally because he's just that bad, or you really think they're trying to hide this guy to sneak him on a practice? Like, are they going to those lengths where they don't even want him playing against competition?
Well, I think it was kind of bad because you didn't even see it in practice.
It tells me he was brutal.
Yeah. I mean, and it might be his functional mobility is just that bad because it can't be his arm because he's got a cannon for an arm. I've witnessed it, firsthand in games.
Yeah, he's got the arm,
but functional mobility be something that he lacks
and knowing where to go with it.
Right. That too. But I mean, he had a pretty good football mind when I did sit back and I evaluated him. So I can't see to him not being smart enough to be out there to play the game. I can see him trying to hide him, but you got to help yourself, man. I know you don't get a lot of reps, but whenever you do get times, you got to maximize those opportunities. I didn't see a lot of guys maximize those opportunities. There's a lot of guys that walk around and strut around like they already had made it, and that I was confused about that.
The scouting report on Carson Strong coming out of college was laser for an arm, can make all the throws, not afraid to put a ball through the eye of a needle in heavy traffic. But the big but was stationary target because of the multiple knee injuries. Every quarterback in the NFL is not a mobile quarterback, okay? There's ways to compensate. Hey, Tom Brady made a career out of being a stationary target. Mm-hmm. You know, if you get the right offense, you know, you can hide that deficiency. I'm just shocked he didn't get more reps when you consider how little the starters played for the Eagles. You know, they kept putting Sennett out there, and I'm like, okay, we've seen enough of him. Yeah, why are we not seeing Strong? Does he not know the offense? Is he having trouble with the offense? Is he hurt? Is the knee? Is there something with the knees that's been lingering that hasn't come out yet?
John Dickerson, man.
Yeah, John Dickerson's crazy, man.
He said Barrett has better knees than Strong.
Damn.
And mine are shot.
Hey, I'll give you another one. According to Mike K, Jason Huntley, the running back who had a pretty nice run. One of the few bright spot plays from Saturday, that disaster Saturday. He's gone, and he was a kick returner too.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you why. He doesn't have the eye coordination to
What does that mean? Tell people what that means.
He couldn't read holes. He would hit holes too fast, and the hole wouldn't be there. He wasn't a patient runner. He didn't see the play develop in front of him. No. He just didn't play well at the running back position. That's what happened.
Not only that, but and I wanted to bring this up last week and forgot about it. When I watched him in the first 2 preseason games, was it me or he runs too upright? Number one, he runs too high. He's a target. Number one. Number two, he has, like Barrett said, he hesitated. I didn't think he put his foot in the ground and hit the hole when it was available. And it was like he was second guessing where he was supposed to go. And I'm thinking, okay, I get that for a rookie, but he's been in this offense. So he should know all the little nuances of this offense.
Me, guys, yeah.
But everything that I've seen about him in preseason was not like the guy I watched play last year.
Yeah, and you're right. It almost like he took a step backwards, Derek.
Yeah,
he showed some potential last year for sure.
Yeah, it's weird, you know.
But the only thing I keep man, I'm going to harp on this, and they may make moves to improve this area. And we'll get into all this. Zach Berman is going to join us at 1 o'clock. By the way, we will dive into the roster, and we'll continue to update you throughout the show and who's gone and who isn't, et cetera. But I'm sorry, man, and I know it's not as sexy and as a big a deal as offense and defense. Their special team should scare the hell out of everybody, other than Jake Elliott. Their punter and the return game should scare people. And Huntley at least could return a kick. I'm not telling you he was great by any
right.
But,
that was his forte, returning kicks.
Yeah,
I thought you said he could scare people as far as him being dynamic or this team being dynamic.
I didn't say that. No, I didn't.
No, he said special teams to scare you.
No. I'm scared. I am scared about special teams. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yes, absolutely.
That's interesting. I mean, that's again, as these continue to filter in, we'll pass them on. But
I tell you what else scares me.
Yeah.
Watching this team over 3 preseason games, their depth at certain positions scares me to death. The secondary depth or lack thereof, the linebacking depth or lack thereof. This team, they look good on frontline talent. The deepest part of this team is both the offensive and defensive lines.
Yeah.
Outside of that, question mark. Now we're running back, safety position, backup corners, linebackers. I'm a little worried about the depth on this team now.
Yeah. No, that's fair. And back to Tartt, they gave Tartt $500,000 guaranteed too.
Ooh.
I mean, there's $800,000 in guarantees for 2 guys who don't make the roster.
Well, guys, I'm gonna tell you this.
Give me $500,000 to go out there. Well, here's what I do. I go out there, line up, put the suit on, look good in my uniform. I'd make one cut, drop to the ground, grab my hamstring, say I'm done. That's my career. Where my $500,000? That's it. I'm done,
bro.
All I need.
Yeah, it's a tough game, man. But one thing you can't do is count the Eagles' money. They're loaded.
Listen, I'm not feeling sorry for the Eagles. I'm just saying they clearly thought these guys were going to be something, right?
Right. And they should be something. I mean, I was I was good. The fact that they got Carson. Carson Strong was supposed to be one of the top drafters, at least a second-day pick. Around the second, third, fourth round. Yeah. He showed what was it? The Mountain West. He was that dude, man. I mean, his ability to push the ball down the field, and this forte with deep passes. He and that tight end he had, and the receiver that's up in Green Bay right now was his top receiver. They were connected all the time down the field. I just think that we just they didn't give the kid enough time. Some guys can't transition and go into situations and be that guy. It took him a while to be the starter. So it might be the same thing with him now.
He has practice squad written all over him, doesn't he?
Yeah, you got to develop, man. I mean, I take it. $15,000 a week to go out there and throw interceptions. I'd do it all day. Throw interceptions to the defense, let them look good. Yeah, I'll do that all day.
Well, if you think about it, I didn't realize they talked about this story in the broadcast, how much the practice squad now makes.
Yes.
You make up like $187,000 or something like that.
I did the numbers. It was like 207. If you stayed on the practice squad for 18 weeks, it's like 207.
Yeah, and Carson Strong's already got 325 in the bank. I mean, that's a nice first job out of college, even if you don't good money. Not on the active roster. He's doing all right. But yeah, it's interesting. So, did you see this too? And again, we'll update you as we go here. We're going to dive a little bit deeper into the game Saturday and get into the whole injury versus playing your starters and being ready for the season. But NFL.com put out their top 100 list, and only 2 Eagles made it. Yeah. Slay at 77 and Kelsey at 71. No Lane Johnson or A.J. Brown.
I'm shocked. I am Wait, are you sure A.J. Brown didn't make it?
No.
I thought he was in the 60s or 70s.
No, and Lane didn't give up a sack last year, isn't he?
And he didn't make it. Wow,
I love that. I love that because Lane takes all that personal.
You're exactly right.
Takes all that personal, and I can't wait to see how he plays this year, just to prove everybody wrong. He's pissed, and I know he's pissed because he looks at that type of thing, and he puts that in his mental notes. And when he's out there choking people, he's gonna be thinking the same thing. Oh, look at that. Xander's right. Mac Jones made it, and Lane didn't.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that's crazy. Come on, man.
But Barry, your read on that is dead on because he sees and hears everything, and uses it, I think, as a chip in a positive way to motivate.
Oh, he does. Oh, there's no question he does.
He's pissed. I can guarantee you he's pissed.
Just like that day I said he was the best player we had on the team. As soon as he heard that, D-Gun said something to him. Of course he's going to be on the show after that. You know what I'm saying?
No, listen, and it's fair. The only complaint you could have is, and I don't mean for when he took off for his mental health. I mean the ankle. He's missed some time over the years. That's a bit. I mean, when he's playing, the guy's as good a right tackle as there is in the game.
No question. There's no question. How do you not make this list? And the thing that gets me the most is this is a list that's voted by your peers.
Yes.
And you overlook Lane Johnson?
Well, I'm gonna be honest with you. You know what? I worked when I was at NFL Films. They used to send me out to the different teams because I was probably the only one to get the most votes, the most accurate votes. Usually they just send a producer and a camera out there and then, forms so they could fill out. Well, I would get guys to go ahead and I'm like, come on, man, give me, throw me a bone, man. And I would get guys to do it for real. But the criteria in which they did it was like, oh man, don't vote on him, vote on our guy.
Right.
Or man, so everybody's gonna vote on him. Don't give him that satisfaction. So there's a lot of hating going on too with how they vote and who they vote for. So I mean, it's not really accurate, but still, Lane should be in there. They don't know anything about mental health issues or anything else.
Mm-hmm. I'm glad you said that, Barrett, because one of our former coworkers, Rachel McCauley, she works for NFL Films.
Right.
And she's a part of a crew that travels around the country to get players to fill out the ballots. And she's told me about how difficult it is to get the guys just to fill out the ballots.
Yep. They don't want to.
So you're right. A lot of them don't want to, and they just leave them sitting there. So the numbers are somewhat inaccurate because some of these guys vote for their buddies, former teammates, college teammates, stuff like that.
Yep.
So you're right. It's an inaccurate vote, but the bottom line is people on the outside looking in take that stuff to heart because, we're not the only forum that's talking about this. Everybody talks about it across the board. NFL Network, top 100 players voted by their peers, And so, but people don't know the scenario behind it in terms of number. We never know how many players exactly vote.
Exactly.
And how many players don't vote.
Yep.
You know, and a lot of the players don't vote.
Yep.
Well, I mean, it's bad how I do it, but I mean, it's a show, you know what I'm saying? And we have to realize that it's a show that NFL Films has put together, you know. So that's
well, right. And they want to do things that are controversial because they want us to talk about. Would we be talking about it if all the Eagles were on there that were worthy? No.
Nope. Nope.
Yeah, they achieved their goal there. That's for sure. But we are 13 days away from the Eagles and 10 days away from the first game of the season. I got to tell you guys, as meaningless as these preseason games have become, it feels good to kind of put them behind you. It doesn't. I mean, it just feels good that you're like, all right, enough of that. You know,
years past, we still be going into another game.
I know. You'd have the Jet game on Thursday.
Yep.
The traditional Jet game is the way it would always play out.
Fall weather is getting closer. And
or
closer.
Steelers.
Impressed Gunner.
Fall weather is almost upon us. Yeah.
You start moping, don't you? You know, it's striper season. When it gets cold, it's striper season. So, you know.
So there you go.
I get – what the heck is that? What is
striper season. Well, you guys call them rockfish down in Maryland. So.
What is that? Oh, I was hearing music. I was like, what is that?
What music?
No, what it was I opened up NFL.com to look at – I'm looking at the list of top 100s, and a video popped up, and I didn't hit the button quick. I thought you guys could hear it also.
In your head that you
right.
With
Let me tell you something.
Staring on in my room, staring at candles.
After what I went through, after what me and my wife went through the last 3.5 days, yes, I'm hearing voices. Yes,
I hear you.
I'm telling you, man.
Fair enough. That's fair enough.
It's crazy, man. But
so what were you saying, Gunner? Make your point about the list.
My point being this: I wish there was a way to have a more accurate voting process done. Just because then you would get a better, you would be able to digest better what players think about their peers across the league. But because it is so difficult to get a lot of these players to vote, and of course it's tainted, it's like anything else. If we were voting, you know, on anything, we'd vote. Hey, I'm voting for Rob. I'm voting for Barrett. You know,
right?
It's a shame. It's a shame that certain players don't get their recognition. You know, which they like Elaine Johnson. Mm-hmm. You know, and other players, you sit there going, wait a minute. Like, wait, Mac Jones is on the list? No, Mac Jones is okay, but he's on the list ahead of a Pro Bowler.
A guy who's been doing it for 10 years.
Yeah, you know? Who didn't give up a sack last year, who had to leave the game because mental health and came back and hit the ground running and still didn't miss a beat.
Yeah.
He doesn't make the list.
Strange. It's very strange. Yeah. I don't and maybe some of that. No, I mean, I was going to say is part of it. Offensive linemen don't get the recognition they should get. I don't know. Maybe there's a little piece of that. You know, I don't know. I don't know what the justification is for Lane Johnson. Like, I really don't think there are a lot of other Eagles that are worthy of it. I think A.J. Brown. I think Lane.
Yeah.
I don't think you can really make a real strong case for a whole lot. I mean, it's
a lot of people know.
My Lotta they'll start recognizing soon, I think.
Yeah.
I think Dickerson might start getting some recognition soon. I think Hassan Reddick could put himself on that list with another double-digit sack.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You know, but
another guy's going to be having a chip on his shoulder because of this, and plus it's a contract year for him. It's Fletcher Cox.
Oh, Fletcher Cox. Yeah.
He takes stuff like this serious also. He hears everything. Don't think he doesn't. Fletch hears everything, and he makes it a point. He'll throw it back in your face too. You know.
He will.
You know.
Yes, he will.
I see him going out and having an amazing season simply because he hears all the doubters. He hears all the people saying, "Oh, he ain't worth the money they're paying for him." I think he takes that serious, and he's gonna come out with a chip on his shoulder and be cracking heads. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
If I know Fletch is gonna he's pissed off right now. That's why you see he's at a different camp because he heard everything. He saw that first time he got cut in his life. He's pissed.
Wow.
So you're gonna have an extra. He's gonna give a little extra this year.
Gotcha.
The thing about Fletcher is he doesn't hear it directly. He has a group of people that feed him the information, and sometimes you wonder, are they feeding him accurate information or feeding him information to motivate him? You know, but you know he's one of those players. He doesn't watch a lot of sports. He don't listen to sports talk radio.
He's watching. He's watching fishing and
exactly
and hunting and that kind of stuff.
This dude got like a 100-acre hunting camp down in Texas. He's got private lakes in Mississippi. He fishes, man. You know, when I was in the locker room, he threw it in my face.
Bass.
Yeah, he threw it in my face all the time. D-Gun, look at this. I'm like, man, where's this, dude? Somewhere in nowhere in Mississippi. I don't know.
You get a lot of land for not a whole lot of money.
Let me tell you something, man. Yeah, this hunting camp he has in Texas is ridiculous. Oh my goodness.
See, but I really think Fletcher's going to turn it on and have an amazing year, especially when he doesn't have to be the guy.
Yeah,
he wants to be the guy, and he's going to be pissed off people aren't telling him he's not the guy. I love Fletcher. I love Fletcher in this type of circumstance. Okay. I love him in this type of circumstance.
I like it. All right, so we come back. We're going to continue to update you on cuts, not only with the Eagles, but around the league of note. So far, at least what's being reported, Jaquiski, Tartt, Cameron Tom, Carson Strong, Jason Huntley. That's what we know thus far, but we'll keep you posted as we go here. 1 o'clock, Zach Berman from The Athletic. We'll dive deeper. We'll go position by position. We come back. We're going to get a little bit into the whole argument of staying healthy in the preseason versus playing your starters and being ready to go when the season starts.
Hey, guys, I might be a little late coming back. I got to go all the way up to the attic, get this guy up in the attic, too. So
go do your thing, man.
Did he fall through the roof?
Don't be wishing nothing like that, bro.
Yeah. No, I asked you a question.
Eric's going to go up there and have to
you got to push him back out.
Yeah. Get back.
Not that I know.
All right. All right. So we'll do all that when we get back. Don't go anywhere. D Gun, Barrett Brooks, Rob Ellis, Sports Take on this Monday, JAKIB Sports YouTube Network. Let's talk about finances. Let's talk about Principal Financial Group and the man that you need who's got the plan. That's Jim Murray. I can tell you from personal experience that finding someone to trust with my finances, all the hard work that I've put in, my wife, my family, we put in, we want to make sure that we are investing that money in a smart way. And Jim Murray is that guy from Principal Financial Group that you want to get with, whether it's retirement planning, 401k review, insurance review. If you have a small business and you need help with employee benefits, it's yet another resource that he can help you with. I can tell you, I've entrusted my IRA, 401k rollovers with Jim, and he made it an extremely smooth process, that was, explained to me every step of the way what we were doing. He's absolutely awesome. 610-996-4751, 610-996-4751. That's how you get a hold of him, or email him at Murray, MURRAY.Jim@principal.com. That's Murray.Jim@principal.com.